step into map number 1.
We are here, and look at that plane line. Nice, a central. We're not going to be diving off to the farms. Maybe potentially no open end games for our players today, but that's going to give the Falcons over towards Pop-Off one of the best starts. And honestly, we had a big question. We always try to incite riots at Pop-Off Power. Would someone chow them?
That's a great question. Will they be chowed? And right now, it's not looking like that's the case. It does look like Team FIFA Kills also landed pop-up. But this was my question. Was this team going to be challenged this time around at High Rise? The battle of a century that frankly was incredibly one-sided. Team Community came to play on LAN. They dominated all day yesterday with one of the lower average placements throughout the course of our top 5 through the course of 6 games, but some of the highest kill totals. This team came to slay and stay in the top 5. We'll see if they're able to do that, especially when they're not being contested.
That's actually super important. And T there, just on the outside of your screen there, looking to get out of dodge. Now, I got a chance to talk to her yesterday around the casino floor, and she was saying that yesterday just really wasn't their best performing day. They were about 14th place after, I think, the second or third game, and they kind of tapered off a bit, and she wanted to come in with a new game plan. Now, mind you, think of the last chance qualifiers when they got into this. They put up such a massive game. I'm talking around 30 points to get themselves here to the global LAN.
A crazy stat, too, is this Cloud9 team. A lot of folks expected a lot from them on LAN. They're storied players. They've got a long resume of playing together and figuring out how to play together in high-intensity moments, and they've completely swapped their plan. You saw them all the way over to Seaport. This is their original plan. They went to plan B by landing Old Town, and it didn't work yesterday at all. I think they're down in the 20s. Today, they said, we're headed back to home. We're headed back to Seaport. We'll see if we get some action there. So instead, we're going to go check out Omit EU, who, frankly, had a great tourney yesterday. They were top 5, and the top 5 was separated by a sizable margin from 6th all the way through. I think it was like a 30-point margin from 5th to 6th. Crazy stat line. We'll see if that continues today.
You know, they've been in positions where they've been able to excel at this format, but have never been able to, once again, hit that win condition, folks. And by the way, we're looking for 150. Yesterday's gameplay gave us those advanced starting points, is what you'll see on that upper right-hand side of your screen. Omit EU already has 30, so we're looking for 120 more. And once you hit that, you must secure a win. So grabbing your loadout and getting on the move, we're looking for aggressive plays. But based off what we saw from that roster yesterday, they let those eliminations come endgame, and I think we got to start it a bit sooner.
Well, another fun moment here. Take a look at Team Aiden. We talked about them at the top of the show. A fantastic day yesterday. Such a strong team. Everything is clicking.
Oh,
Superstore is uncontested, unfortunately, for JTech, B-Mark, and Slide. Being contested here by Team Huskers, getting better of them very quickly as we see a piece of the action and sending some folks to the gulag. Now, we still have all 40 teams very early in this one, but the first gulag of the day, JTech looking for his third.
Oh, and now you can see that Husker squad is being proposed over there at 11 Resort, and JTech's got to get out of the gulag if he wants to go and get some of those eliminations resolved on the other side. And I like that we're sending the nade right down the center line, but we are going to get a bit punished for it. The Free Fire comes through and unfortunately Resolve able to get back to Urzikstan.
Free Fire does not pay off, but we're gonna head back to Team Aiden. Now they've left Superstore because, well, they looted it quickly, got their loadout, and are on their merry way. They're looking for kills. We know their play style. It's pretty aggressive, especially coming out of Superstore. They're looking for some early eliminations. This time they have rotated down towards Farms and have found another very strong team on the side of Robstar, Vortex, and Blade. Reminder, this Robstar team is a team that a lot of folks, Enigma was talking about in the EMEA as a really, really strong team. They ended up going to LCQs and then obliterating everybody in LCQ, saying, yeah, we shouldn't have been here. And now they've got a chance to prove that they're a top 10 team here today after a great finish yesterday.
Yeah, great finish indeed, but they only averaged about just under 11 points per game. So if we're trying to get 150 and you didn't really have the best starting points, you have to get on the move. And Team Aiden, I love what they're already doing, trying to position themselves, but not necessarily overextend. So it's a conservative pinch that we're setting up. You have Aiden on the north, DJ from the other side, and Aiden just wants to open the damage up with the thermites, kind of finish them into maybe a room, so you can see that Z Smith wants to just capitalize on that.
Well, there was a moment here where I thought we might not see similar circles yesterday as Aiden picking up a couple. Quick look at the map view, by the way. Of course, this fight happening on the far right-hand side in Farms, and a nice cleanup on one means they've got the advantage. This circle might end Lowtown, but for now, we're going to be sending Blade & Co. to the Gulag, and we'll see maybe if they head to Old Town to try to set up for new. All I know is you're getting cut down immediately and a ton of resources going to the side of Team Aiden. We're having another strong start.
Well, this is what I want from Team Aiden, right? When you think about the average points per game that you need to get to that certain threshold, they had the second highest out of that 6-game series yesterday. It was about 20.5, but Cloud9, after their lackluster performance from day number 1, you know they're not happy, so they want to get off to a fiery start. And Joe and Bredman, the dynamic duo, as we see, kind of just taking all the different angles around here.
This is such an important moment, by the way. They moved to Seaport. Guess who followed them? Vegas Inferno. They also were over there in Old Town, and Vegas Inferno came over to Seaport with Cloud9 and said, we're not done chalking your tourney. This time around, Cloud9 said, get out of my lobby, get out of my way. We're not being third-party by Sage. This time, it's E700 & Co. We'll see if it goes the same way as yesterday, or this time Cloud9 can come out on top and turn the tides of their tourney. And
I'm so excited to see what E700, Funzy, and T can bring to the table. T can be incredibly vocal when it comes to trying to lead the team as well. Funzy already on 2, and at one point she was challenging for the tops of the elimination leaderboard, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see something similar if she can get off to a banger start. Currently on 0, but at least they have 2+ eliminations on their team, and we just got to keep an eye out for Foreign Jace because he can get in some crazy angles, but Funzy drops Joe, and we are actually deathballing together into the building.
Yeah, talk about repeating history. This time, though, it's not Swag & Co. It's this squad on your screen. They have found 2, looking for the third, and Jace is on the rooftop. So this might take a while to hunt down Jace, but all I know is he is in trouble. In Seaport, this is the last couple teams in this area on the northern side. Off screen, you're seeing the Falcons rotate for free all the way into cargo, but Funzy makes a huge play, gets up on top with T's help to clean this one up and make sure that Jace's teammates aren't back into the lobby. A brutal start yet again for Cloud9. We'll see if they can win their gulags.
Oh, but Aiden on the prowl on 3 eliminations thus far. Has positioned himself in Low Town, and there's about 4 squads in the neighboring vicinity. The biggest heavy hitter right there is going to be that 29 on your screen. That is FaZe Black, GabeKoon, Flanked, and Blastides, and that is going to be a formidable foe, right? We always tout GabeKoon as kind of the rookie of the year, but they really didn't have maybe the best performance yesterday, but that's okay. Like you said earlier, new day, and we'll keep on moving.
Yeah, rookie of the year for online, I suppose. Let's see if you can prove it on LAN. Today is all that matters, folks. Our points are already in. Everything yesterday can go behind you. New drop spots, new teams. You can see an entire shift of this leaderboard on its head, of course, and along the way, finally, they're on our screen. Here we are on the edge of C-Town and Old Town. We'll see if Swag & Co. start fighting some friends, enemies, or former allies with former World Series Warzone winner here, Sage, looking to hunt down the opponents that dropped him.
That's all right. XO Esports on the other side of FaZe here, and when you've got the Falcons that are starting to encroach on your territory, you have to be incredibly quick with this or you bunker down and don't take the fight. Then you run the risk of potentially having mortars dropped on you, bunker busters, because you know people are going to be walking out of pop-off power. I've seen the way Soka comes through. We have a backpack full of UAVs and all other equipment. So for now, you have to be precarious. You have to check all the angles and make sure that you can snag one of them before they find you.
Yeah, Team 24 is XO Esports, by the way, with Yavix, Daga, and Cam. Certainly a strong team. See if maybe they can better their standings
Adrian,
as
let's
well.
open it up.
High ground certainly pays off in that moment, but no cleanup. Ahsoka's by himself, by the way, on the right-hand side. If they're able to get a read on this, Sage could make a play here. And it's actually Adrian that's giving that comm, so Ahsoka's by himself. Maybe they can make a push. Adrian waiting on his teammates as Ahsoka tries to relocate to his. Right now, it's who makes the first mistake, and right now it's Adrian getting actually shot by somebody else across the way. There's a couple other teams in this area, but right now, all eyes on this matchup. This is one for the storybooks with a lot of action off screen. It is incredibly important to know who can win here. Even if it takes 5 minutes, I'm sure we can always come back, but this fight is huge for the success of the new zone. This is nearly centrally located and will basically take over the entire northern side of this map, pending a couple rotations. But Sage trying to connect on anything to get some info. Not a lot happening, not yet.
Thermite's going down, just trying to find that opening damage, and sometimes you can get a good one and find that knock regardless. Let's go ahead and jump into a listen here with FaZe.
You from the bottom. You're not. Zip. Come out another one on the zip.
I'm holding this outer door.
Bunker again. One is
One's
up
up top.
One's up top.
Yeah.
Hold down this floor. Hold down this floor.
Right here. They haven't advanced. I have no place.
Alright, it's alright. Doesn't matter.
Mini right here. Oh, no, on the door. On the door. Here now. I have no plates, by the way.
I'm hitting him. No plates for there. You got armor box?
Minus.
One shot.
Triple this guy.
Yeah, I'm coming.
20.
Dead. Going through you. I gotta play. They're pushing me. I'm plating.
I have no plates.
Oh,
I'm
they're
just
with us,
cornered over
they're
here.
with us.
Come to me. Plate here. Mini box on me.
Here now.
Threw a trophy on us.
No plates for me.
It's right there, bro.
Where?
Called it out.
Where'd the other two go?
They left.
Yeah, you wanna go back height?
Yeah, should take a ride.
I'm with you.
Put him down here.
Fun listening with FaZe, and frankly, a great comms across the board. This team has kind of been criticized sometimes for their communication, their IGL calls, but today, seemingly things are working. They're able to pick up Shifty, and that's going to ward off the Falcons, send them flying around into another location, at least a little way off the map. So we'll always come back to the Falcons and see where they are. Of course, they're our top team today, but right now, not looking great for the Falcons in Game 1, and FaZe holding on to their position, ready for what's coming.
All right, well, Juki's breaking free here, but still staying within distance, hunting down the fluffy aimer squad. You got Funzy just on the other side, but E700 looking to get a little shifty in terms of removing himself from the equation and maybe hitting a nice flank, but he's going to actually crest the water over there, and Juki's catches him on out, and that's a not quite unfortunate because we're so open here, and then you can immediately see you got Vision, Showstopper just on that high ground outside of it, so trying to get out of this situation can be tough because we are actually running stuns. We don't have smokes.
Well, a couple quick updates for you at home or here in the arena. Cloud9 has been fully eliminated in the first 8 teams to be cut down, as well as the Exiles, which is Husker's squad. I believe they are fully eliminated. So I will be very curious to see what happens from here. I think Omit NA just barely has regained and also in a bit of a blender. There's some tough teams still on this map, but some heavy hitters that had a okay day yesterday